back with another weekly preview. AK47 here from Prime Trade Investments and TradeCaster.com. Come on over there. 7-day free trials. We got that big boot camp coming up. And if you need any one-on-one help, hit up PrimeTradingInvestments.com. I've got you covered across the board from small to large cap. Now, last week we had a little shortened week for the first kind of week of July, right? We were off on Thursday for the 4th, half day on Wednesday. We still move. Look at the SPY. We actually hit key levels last week. And what you guys need to be watching, I actually want you guys to listen to this. We're in this shortened week, which I doubt we do with 3.5 days, would take it to say 550, 350, maybe a little hair over it. And I was so close, a little hair over it, went to 555. So again, you need to be watching these weekly previews. I got you covered from small caps to large caps, not only every day, but these weekly previews will give you a little guide of how far we could go up or down for the week. Now, where are we going this week? Over 555, watch for that pop for my normal high of the week around 558.75, all-time highs. Your ultimate high of the week, all-time highs, would take it through 560 to 562.50, possibly to 565. Now, on the way back on down for charting, back under this 53.80.75 mark, watch for move down to 53. Under 53, I think you get a good size pullback down to 52.35. Under that, down to around 52. Under 52, watch for move down to around 51. And below 51, you'll start to get to your normal low of the week, in my opinion, which would take it to 50.50 to around 550. 550.50 to 550, normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week would then crack it back on down to 549. Under that to 548. Down below even that, in my opinion, we could go. Ultimate low of the week starts at 548, works its way down to 547, somewhere around there. And you can see this old support area, resistance area, right around 447. Now over to... my bad. Over to AMD. Oh, no, Apple. I can't skip Apple. Apple up here, of course, rolling back on up to new all-time highs. And yes, if you go the 1 year, 1 day, you can see that nice little bull flag that we created. Got back up over 220 here, and we're surging and rolling to new all-time high area. So where does this go? Probably kind of dwarfs on, maybe meanders its way up to new all-time high with the SPY this week. So over, we'll call it 227. Watch for the pop to 228.75, and then to 230. 230 normal low of or normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week would take it to 232.50 and then around 233.50. We could easily get to 235 though by week's end. So somewhere over 230 and possibly up to 235 for your ultimate high of the week. How far do we go with this up and away area? Not a lot of the time you just don't keep surging like, oh, we'll just hit 250 now. Yeah, at some point we will, but it's not like it just hits it out of the gate. A lot of traders are kind of going like, oh, kind of get a little scared when we get up here. So watch for the move back down under where this juncture on Friday of 225.50. Under that down to 224, or 225 I should say. Under that down to 224, and then below 224, watch out. Timber! This will be a great short down to 222. Under 222, I'll say my normal low of the week starts here and moves its way down to 220.50, possibly down to 220. Somewhere in here will be your normal low of the week. Your ultimate low of the week would crack it back down to around 219, 218.75 to begin with. And then below that, watch for a move down to like right here, which is all kind of junctured up in that 219, 218.75 mark. Watch for a pullback to right here to that 217.50 mark, which is last Monday's low of day. That'll be my ultimate low of the week, somewhere right around there. On AMD, as you can see here, we're surging and we're moving back on up. No, not to all-time highs, but we are moving our way back up out of this grossness we've been in for a couple of months now, really almost a few months, 3 months. If you really think about it, we've almost been in it for 3 months now. Watch over 174 for a move up to 177.50. What we have to do here is this right here. Go to the 4 hour and go over to this 177.50 mark. Well, we can't quite see it. Well, that's 175. Where's the next level up? Here we go. Now we're talking. Yep, and we're running in a lot of this junk from back here. And so what a lot of traders, that's the thing. What are traders going to see as resistance? What is it? What's really defined? There's not that's really defined a lot, in my opinion, until you get to about right here of 183 to around 184, right? You can see a lot of failing through there. Being the fact that we moved up and away here, and you can see all the way up to 174 here. So what's your move up over 174? And I did that wrong a little bit. We're at 174. I am right. That's what I thought we were. So we have a lot of juncture to get through there. My ultimate high of the week will be 184. I don't think we'd get over that. It's going to be tough, in my opinion, to get through all this. Now, again, what are traders going to see as resistance over that 174 mark as we move our way back on up? I can't tell. You can't find anything significant. Right at 174, 175, you can see a lot. And so what is going to be my normal high of the week? I'm just going to throw a number out there right around 178.75. You don't see a lot of I mean, maybe, you could maybe put a line in like right there and say 177.50 has got some prime resistance, but there's so many little resistance support areas through there. It's very tedious to try to determine which one it would be. So in my opinion, I'm just going to throw 178.75 as my normal high of the week and around 184 to 185 for my ultimate high of the week. For your move back on down, under 170 will be the safest great short, but you could start it and you'll probably start around 171. Under 171 down to 170, we'll call it 65, then below that to 170. Under 170, we're free falling. Back all the way down to this 166.75 to 166 mark. That will be my normal low of the week, my ultimate low of the week, and then it gets like kind of like we talked about from 174, 175 to 184, 180, whatever. It's really gross, choppy, a lot of essentially where a trader is going to determine what the area of support or resistance is at. That happens back under 166. How far down back into all that trash do we move down? I don't think we'd get lower than 162 to 163. So we'll go 166.50 to 166 normal low of the week, 162 to 163 ultimate. Over to Amazon. Again, another one of those plays is trying to move up to all-time highs. A lot of these plays are. Over 201, watch for that surge to 202.50, 203.50. I'll say 205 normal high of the week, ultimate high of the week because we have been moving bigger. Watch for that pop to 208.75 and then to 210. So 210 would be my ultimate high of the week. My normal low of the week, watch for a crack back under 199. Under that down to 198.75 area. That area is going to be tough. Once we crack that, then you're down to 198. Under 198, watch for move down to 197, if not 196.75, and then down to 196. My ultimate low of the week, or my normal low of the week, I should say, starts right here, around 195 down to 194. Ultimate low of the week then takes it down to 192.75. I don't see us getting any lower than that. Over to ARM, trying to work its way, of course, to where? You can see here, more, whatever I was going to say there, but more all-time high, essentially. A lot of these plays are. For the move over 182.65, watch for the move to 183.50, then to 185. Then over that to 187.50, then to 188.75, I'll say is my normal high of the week. My ultimate high of the week would take it through 190 to around 192.50. Maybe even sees 195. For the short, watch back under 180 for the move down to 177.50 and then down to 177. Under that down to 175.70. Under that, watch for move, and that would be a good short under 175.70, down through to 172.50, if not down to 170.75 area. 170.75 to 170 normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week would take it back down, in my opinion, to around the 165 to 166 mark. Somewhere right around or right through here. Over to Guga as well, doing what? Let's take a look. The all-time high dance right here. So over 192.25, we're going to 193.50, then to 195. Over that to 197.50, and then to 198.75. 197.50 to 198.75 will be my normal high of the week. Your ultimate high of the week would take it to 200, maybe even a hair over it. For your move back on down, watch for a crack back under this 191.50 mark for the move to 191, then to 190.70. Under that, you're crashing away. Where to? You can tell. A lot of room to run under that 190 mark, especially all the way down to the 198.50 mark. Under that, down to 187.25, somewhere right around there will be my normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week then takes it all the way back down to around the 185 mark. Over to Meta now. Sorry, it's Avery responding to the wifey. Over 540 here, 80 here. Another one of the plays. How many go count them up that we're moving to all-time highs? Well, the fifth one now already. Again, over 480. We'll just call it I should say 541. Over 541, we're racing to 542.50, then to 543.50. Over that to 545. Over 545, and I know we just had a huge, almost $30, essentially $30 day on Friday. Watch for the pop, in my opinion, this week to 548.75. Over 545 to 548.75 to 550 for your normal high of the week. Your ultimate high of the week, maybe we get one more of these big days included with it next week. Watch for a pop over 550 for your ultimate high of the week. Where to? It's hard to determine. Could be 555 to 560. For your lows, got room to run here now. Back under 539, we're crashing to 536 area, 535. Under that, then you're down to 532.50. Under that to 530 and then to 528.75 rule. That'll be my normal low of the week, 528.75. Your ultimate low of the week would take it to 525, maybe a hair below it to 522.50. Over to Microsoft. Hey, another one, all-time highs here. It's like this place seems like it just was at 360, and it was less than a year ago. Literally, as you can see here, go 1 year, 1 day. We were literally less than a year ago. I was like it was November, December. That's what I thought. Watch for the crack back under this mark right around. I know I like the initial mark of 467, but then especially under 466, we will crash down to 465, then down to 464.50 to 464. Under 464, then we really have a lot of room to run all the way down to 460, 80, 75 area. You've seen that with a lot of plays here. That'll be my normal low of the week, somewhere right around this 460 mark. Ultimate low of the week would then crack it back down to 455. For your move back on up, over 468, call it 68.75 roll, through 470 to 472.50, then up to 475 for your normal high of the week. Your ultimate high of the week would take it to 480. Over to Netflix. Moving back on down here after that move to new all-time high there on Friday. It made it up close to 700, but back down we came, so we're trying to get out of this channel. And if we can get back down below 688 to 687, we may rejoin it, and there was our one attempt to get out of it. So then watch for a crack back down to 680, then to 675. I'd say your normal low of the week, 675. Your ultimate low of the week would then take it down to 665. For your move back on up, your normal high of the week is going to be 697.50. Your ultimate high of the week would be through 700 to 705 for Netflix. Over to NVDA here. Watch for this channel to get created here. What to me, my normal high of the week is going to be right around this 130.29 area. And for a pop over that for your ultimate high of the day, we finally get out of that channel and back up to around the 133, 134 mark. And for your move down, your normal low of the week, in my opinion, is going to be right around this 120-ish area, 122 to 120. Your ultimate low of the week, you guessed it, right back down to 118, if not 115. Just channeling up with that play for sure. It's a lot easier. Now here to Q's, new all-time high as well. Watch for that move over 496.60 to 500. 498.75, but then 500. Normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week would take it to 505, 508.75 area, depending on how much we surge this week. Back under 495 for the short to 494, then to 493.30. Under that, then you're cleared down to 492. 492, then down to 491.50. Below that, down to 490. 490 normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week, like a lot of these plays, back down to that 8 area, 8 to 6 area. Somewhere right around 486 to 488 for your ultimate low of the week. SMCI here, another one of those plays that look to be channeling up here as well. Kind of like over on NVDA, makes sense though. Normal high of the week, watch for a pop over 865 for a move to 880. 865 to 880, normal high of the week. Your ultimate high of the week would pop it back on up to 910. For your move back, because I just feel like we're channeling. We're about to channel here with NVDA and SMCI. For your normal low of the week, watch under 820. For your move down to around 805 to 800 for your normal low. Your ultimate low would then take it back down to 770, 775. And last but not least, your Tesla with the massive move last week as well. Like Meta had that big move one day. Tesla was a multi-day move after production numbers that came out. So Tesla up over 253.70. We'll call it 254. Watch for the pop to 260 for your normal high of the week. Your ultimate high of the week would then take it up, and we go back in time here and kind of show you what I'd be looking at. Over that mark up, you can see here then the 265. I don't think we'd get over 265. That could probably be the end of this run where we start to see a channel in / or pullback and selling off. For your move back on down, watch back under this 250.49 mark, 248.50 mark. Then we crash, in my opinion, to 246. Then below that to around 244. Under 244 to 242.50. And then 240 for your normal low of the week. Your ultimate low of the week would crash really nice under 240, back down to around 235 to 233. Well, there's your weekly preview. Here we are halfway through the year. I'll see you next week when we're halfway through July.